Hello, we're going to look at doing some problems with midpoint. Now to find the equation of a midpoint, what we do is we take the average of the x values, and which is add them up and divide by 2. And then we take the average of the y values, you add them up and divide by 2. So if I start with the x's, 9 plus 5, find the middle there. And now if we go to the y values, negative 2 plus 3 divided by 2. Now, this will be 14 divided by 2, which is 7. And this would be negative 2 plus 3 is 1. 1 divided by 2 is 1/2. You could put 0.5, but 7 and 1/2 is a reasonable answer. That point should be exactly in the middle of these 2 points. So if I have a question that's very similar, B is the midpoint of AC. So we're going to draw this just so we know what's going on. B is the midpoint of AC. But now if I have A as 9, negative 2, 9, negative 2, and 5, 3, if this is B, we need to figure out where C is. Last time we were trying to find the midpoint. Now we're trying to find where C is. So if I went from 9 to B, I go up and over. This goes from 9 to 5. So now if I go over again, 9 and 5, that has a distance of 4. So I'm going to have to go 4 more, which would bring us to a distance of 1. So I know the x-coordinate is 1. For the y-coordinate, I went from negative 2 all the way up to 3. That raised up 5. So from 3, I have to raise up 5 more. So 3 plus 5 would get us to 8. So our new point C would be 1, 8. Now here we have the midpoint of LM is M. Find the value of x. So what we can do is we can, this has to be equal to this. So I would say 4x minus 7 is equal to 2x plus 19. So I can add 7 to both sides. So I have 4x equals 2x plus 26. If I subtract 2x from both sides, 2x is equal to 26. Divide by 2, x is equal to 13. So that's my value. And if you want, you could plug 13 into both sides and make sure they're equal. Finally, we're finding the equation of a perpendicular bisector. This has 4 steps. First, we find a midpoint, find the slope between these points, find the perpendicular slope, and then write the equation of that perpendicular line. So first off, to find the midpoint, you add these two, that gets us to 7. Divide by 2, we'll have 3.5. I should put a parenthesis there. If I have 6 plus 12, that's 18. Divide by 2 gets us to 9. Now to find the slope, y2 minus y1, that's going to be 12 minus 6 over 5 minus 2. So our slope, that's going to be 6 over 3, which is just 2. So if this is the slope between this segment, the slope that's perpendicular, it's going to be the negative reciprocal, so negative 1/2. So if I want the line perpendicular and cuts it in half, it has to go through this point, but has as the slope a negative 1/2. So y minus 9 is equal to negative 1/2 x minus 3.5. All right, and that is midpoints.